What's up, Jarheads?
Oh, yes.
Welcome to This Podcast Almost Didn't Happen.
There you go.
That's better for you?
Yeah, it actually is.
AKA the Geek Jar Podcast.
I mean, the name I don't like, but the speed was good. If we can fix the name, that'd be
Today's
great.
podcast is brought to you by Geek Jar Live. For those of you who don't know, Geek Jar Live is a channel that's hosted by me and him. We live stream damn near every single day. Mario Maker Mondays. I was going to say Mario Kart Mondays. Mario Maker Mondays. If it's not me, it's him. If it's not him, it's me. If it's not none of us, there's no podcast.
Do you know who you are?
No.
Do you know who I
You
am?
didn't hear me just jumble all over that sentence? I clearly don't know what's
She was
going
an
on.
ass.
I'm drunk.
You need a problem. This is an intervention now.
Yeah.
Like a band, like
Everything comes
it's an
down.
intervention. The confetti, like.
But before we jump into today's episode, podcast, I want to take a very special thank you. I said it again.
You did. This is the second take,
And I said
and
it
you're still
again.
taking that thank
I
you.
said it again. I'm just going to take that thank you. Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh, you're welcome.
No, I want to take a moment to thank everybody from the community who's stuck with us through thick and thin, who supported us in every decision that we've made, and for finally making this a community that we've always wanted.
That's right.
Very special thank you to you all.
That's right. And because of you guys, we can, we are actually in the other channel higher than we've ever been. We came back from that little hiatus and brought it back even higher than it was. We're able to make the second channel and do the things that we want to do, and then hopefully we can just keep moving forward and, make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
High five.
You said high five. Don't hit me with that low shit.
Never mind.
But anyway, let's jump right into today's episode. Today's topic is
Mark Zuckerberg.
that is not what we
Congress
That's not what we agreed on.
stole all of our information. Now he has to answer for his crimes.
That is not what we agreed on. I was not prepared for this topic.
How do you feel about Mark Zuckerberg?
I don't give a fuck.
No, the thing I want to talk about today was Battle Royale game modes in general, and also just like where it can go from here.
So, if you've been living under a rock, Battle Royale game modes are those games where they take about 100, well, the common ones, across the board, take about 100 players, drop them in a map, one survivor, or one team, one pair. You get the idea.
Yeah,
They vary in styles, they vary in gameplay elements, but essentially they're all the same. You range anything from PUBG, which is the more traditional tactical shooter, to something like Fortnite, which is the biggest game ever
on the planet.
Except for, well,
all time.
you can't say
Not of all time, but on the planet
the
right
biggest
now.
game right now.
Yeah.
for sure. Where it's a third person, same concept, but there's building involved, and it's free to play. So they range quite a bit. Cliffy B just dropped a new one yesterday, Radical Heights.
Radical Heights. I was like thinking about it. Like, what the fuck is it called?
It's called Radical Heights.
Radical Heights. So yeah, and Battle Royale modes are they're pretty big right now. H1Z1 was like the first one that PUBG kind of bit off of, and then Fortnite. Paladins
Was H1Z1 the first one?
It came from DayZ.
Yeah, it came from DayZ.
Well,
which had
DayZ was the mod, and then H1Z1.
Yeah, okay.
H1Z1 had it, and then PUBG did it, and Fortnite did it. Paladins has a Battle Royale mode.
GTA.
GTA is has a Battle Royale mode. There's talks that maybe the next Call of Duty might have a Battle Royale mode. So Battle Royale modes are huge, right? It's like the question I want to start off with is how long do you think this fad will last? This idea of
You said fab.
well, I said fad.
You said fab. Oh, I'm glad we recorded it.
I said fad, dude.
I'm glad we recorded it. So
I
finally,
I can't wait to look back at this and see if I said it or not.
the thing is, you said it kind of low, so
I said
don't
fad,
know.
dog.
I heard fab. Anyway, how long will this fad last?
How long do you think this will last? Because now newer games are happening. Like these games that shouldn't have it are having it, and how long do you think this trend will last?
Okay, for you listeners at home, type your answers down below. Also, it's a conversation. We will reply and we'll address questions and all that good stuff. But for me, my opinion is it's gonna go the way of VR. VR was the biggest thing in gaming, quotes there, but the biggest thing in gaming, 2 years ago, or maybe even last year, if I'm not mistaken. Time's a little bit weird, but I remember everybody's like, VR this, VR that. VR's the future. We're gonna have, you know, the HTC Vive with the stands, and you know, now phones have the VR shit going on. Fucking the PlayStation has the VR. Microsoft said, fuck ours. Ours that's over there.
We ain't doing it right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then everybody's like, oh, you know, VR was the biggest thing ever. Then, you know, we got Doom VR, Skyrim VR, all those
Fallout VR.
You know, all the VR games that came out on PlayStation, all those ports on, you know, Resident Evil VR. Where's VR now?
It's kind of in the back.
It's, you know, it passed. It's
on
a
the back
fad,
seat.
which again I called. I remember
did.
someone was like, I forgot who we were talking to, but I remember I said that they're like, nah, it's gonna keep getting better. I'm like, it's gonna fucking pass because that's what gaming does.
Yeah.
So with this, I give Battle Royale modes maybe another year.
I honestly don't think it'll last the next year.
That's what I mean. By the end of 2019, we're gonna start to see the next thing.
Yeah,
because
actually,
I'm gonna cut you off one more time because I'm on a roll right now. I'm giving you this knowledge. MOBAs is another thing. Remember how MOBAs were like, oh, it's the biggest thing ever. League of Legends, Dota 2, Smite. Everybody was playing MOBAs. Esports are MOBAs.
Now they're dying.
Yeah, and now they're fucking dying. So again, it went from, you know, MOBAs sort of the VR. They kind of shared the space around the same time, and now it's Battle Royale modes. Everything has one. And then we're just gonna get to whatever the next stage is. So I give it 2018. Fucking Battle Royales are gonna kill it.
I honestly think that there's really no, because I was thinking about this. All these other games are coming. It's like where else can you take this? You know what I'm saying? This Battle Royale concept. It's super simple. There's really not much else you could do with it, and you really don't want anything else after Fortnite is just killing the game. You know what I'm saying?
There is one thing I want from a Battle Royale mode. If there's one game that needs a Battle Royale mode, and it's a conversation I think we had as a joke, but I meant that when I said it.
Were you talking about
Sea of Thieves?
Oh,
100 ships falling from the sky. Last ship wins.
No.
Tell me that's not dope. Come on, you wouldn't want that?
No, I wouldn't want
100
that shit.
ships?
The fuck you want? The game could barely hold 20 people. It's gonna hold 100 ships.
Yeah.
No.
That'd be awesome.
The game needs to do a lot more shit before they can do a fucking Battle Royale modes. But the point I was getting to, is
Mario
because
Kart Battle Royale.
Stop it! It already has one.
No, it's
Mario Kart was the first Battle Royale. You got your three balloons, run around.
It's just an arena shooter.
Yeah, that's what the fuck is a Battle Royale. It's
not an arena shooter.
Massive. Anyway, back to my point. You hold me off to a tangent. My thing is, like, Fortnite is this big game that's taken this concept of Battle Royale and just made it skyrocket. And even with these other Battle Royale modes coming out, it doesn't matter because still Fortnite's on top. Like, I looked at all the the Twitch and the Mixer viewers today, like around 2:30, and even with that, what the hell was that game called again? Radical Heights. Even with it coming out yesterday, which it was on top yesterday because it came out, it dropped to like 13th on Twitch, and Fortnite still has 378,000 people still watching and stuff like that.
This is on Twitch.
This is on Twitch.
Earlier today.
Even Mixer has 4,000 people, with PUBG having like 1,800 people.
Well, here's the thing. There was a time where what's being said about Fortnite now, it was being said about PUBG. Like, there's no point for another one to come out because it's not gonna do it. Entered Fortnite, destroyed the genre. Now, it being free to play has a lot, and a whole lot to do with why it's so big.
Fortnite?
Yeah.
I also want to touch on that, but we'll get on that later.
I'm touching it right now.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Aside from the free to play, it's the constant updates. PUBG, especially on consoles, they haven't touched that fucking game.
Shit's lacking.
They dropped it and they said, "Hey, there you go, have a good time."
How about play it on your phone?
Yeah. Oh, wait, here's your phone. Like, because PUBG decided to just get it out as many places as they can.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, fuck it, they're making money, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, what about the people who bought it on Xbox? You know, like the mobile version is more optimized, runs way better than the Xbox version. Now I believe that's one of the reasons why Fortnite took it over. Aside from it being free, but the reason is because, you know, one, this is Epic Games.
Well, yeah,
they've been making, you know, they're one of the biggest studios. They've been making anything from Unreal Tournament, you know, back in the day, to Gears, to, you know, whatever. PlayerUnknown Studio, I think that's their first big game. If not their first game, it's a small team. you can't really fault them. If anything, that was amazing what they did with that. They revolutionized the genre themselves.
No, I'm not.
I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying. I forgot what I was just saying. I was going somewhere with it.
Well, you were saying that like people, where Fortnite is now is where PUBG was.
Right.
So you're saying, so basically what you're saying is like we really don't know. Maybe the next Fortnite could be happening.
We don't know, and yeah, exactly. So all it needs is for one game to drop one innovation on it, because you know when Fortnite first came out, it was fuck Fortnite. You know, PUBG is where it's at. You know, PUBG's better. You know, like that shit happened.
Still on that.
I'm still on that too, but you know what I'm saying. But then people started coming on. It was like, oh, that mode is cool. I don't really want to pay money for it. Enter Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can build what? You know, people are doing some crazy ass highlight reels. Like it was that type of shit that brought that genre up. You know, PUBG is sort of repetitive.
Do you think that, like, what do you think could be like the next innovation for Battle Royales to make that switch from Fortnite to something else? Because the reason why Fortnite is so huge, not only is it free, like you can't argue that Fortnite's not so huge because it's accessible to everybody. Like you can't, that's just a fact.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying the fact that you can do so much as to build and craft and stuff like that. Do you think like that also that was a huge innovation? Do you think like there's something else that another Battle Royale can do in order to maybe take that away from it? Because that's what set Fortnite apart from everything else other than being free to play.
Yeah, well, the thing with I know exactly what can actually fix it. So the thing with all these Battle Royale modes, they all have the same. I mean, all these Battle Royale games, they all have the same. Single, duo, squads. That's all they got.
Right.
For the next, I believe what the next game to topple Fortnite, what it would have to do is obviously keep those modes because that's where the money's at. But for example, add 100 pirate ships falling from the sky at one point.
Nobody want.
I want
the
it.
Game.
I want it.
The game needs to do a lot more before we can get a fucking Royale mode.
No. Okay. Jokes aside, though, what needs to happen is something along the like Planet Side 2. You ever played Planet Side 2?
Yeah.
Where it's like 200 teams.
It's like 200.
So what I believe the next step is in this genre, the evolution of it is, it's no longer 100 teams of one. It's maybe 4 teams of 50. 4 teams like bigger, like pretty much armies. Picture like something like Total War, like Warhammer Total War, like those RTS, but you're actually in there, and everybody, and so it's like you or 100 players versus 100 players, something like that.
You're saying like
a real war
scale, of
like a real war simulator. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not just 1v1. It's like 50 versus 50, 100 versus 100, like full scale. Picture Battlefield, but just fucking bigger. And one life only.
That would be pretty cool.
Like something like that, because 1v1v1s like that's exhilarating, but at the same time it's like, yeah, I've done it in Fortnite, done it in PUBG, done it in H1, done it in Radical Heights, what I'm saying? Like,
what if they did like For Honor, or like
get that
like For Honor or Chivalry, where it's like strictly hand to hand, like you get swords and shields or shit like that, and you have to find it across the map, and you just start fighting people with swords and shields. 100 people, like
those games have to do a lot more than drop 100 players now.
All right, but like, what if For Honor came out? For Honor can't. But like, what if like Chivalry or some shit came out with like
I think you're the only person on this planet who still likes Chivalry.
Chivalry is the shit. And matter of fact, it is better than For Honor. Bet.
I don't care. That's not the conversation we're having.
I don't know. It's a different cup. Bet.
I don't give a damn.
But one of the things I wanted to bring up was, not only is the trend of Battle Royale modes happening, but Battle Royale modes are becoming free to play. H1Z1 just became free to play on Steam.
And their playership went up.
And that shit skyrocketed. Not only that,
skyrocket is not the term for it. It went up 10,000. They had 20, they have 30 now.
It went up a lot. Anyway, but Fortnite was free to play. Yeah, we got Radical Heights is free to play. I think Paladins.
Radical Heights is super mega early access.
All right, well,
hold up. Oh, I gotta get this off my chest. I want to say it earlier. That game should not have fucking come out.
Okay,
it's such an obvious like. Please remember me, because fucking Lawbreakers didn't work.
It was like
I'm Cliffy B. God damn it!
It was like remember
I made Gears.
I made
Please.
On a side side note, it is such a sad thing because it's like Cliffy B helped make Gears. He was one of the creators of Gears, right?
Yeah.
Right. And every other game that came out has either been subpar or just shit.
For the record,
I love Cliffy B. Yeah.
I don't hate.
I love
Cliffy.
I love Cliffy B.
But just like
my guy,
please. I don't attack him or I'm not attacking him at all. But
No.
I don't come at him because he made a fucking battle royale mode. I don't care about that. It's just like you rushed it, and it's like what. There's nothing wrong with going early access, but the problem is that because
early access.
because you did it that early, and because the game is so unoptimized, and because there's so much wrong with it right now, those reviews are gonna get hit because people have a standard for battle royale modes right now, and because that game came in under it, that shit's just gonna leave a bad taste in people's mouths. So even when they fix it, it's gonna take a lot for that game. It could be the best battle royale mode ever made, but because they did it like this, that taste is gonna be hard to wash off.
Not only that, but
No Man's Sky. That game right now is a very different game than when it came out.
That's what I was gonna get to. The fact that not only because it wasn't optimized, people are just gonna be like that shit, and they're gonna be like, I didn't want to go back to it. Gamers' attention spans are very short.
Depends.
Well, depends on the game. So like, if it's a very overhyped game, then that shit's just null and void. But when a new game comes out and let's say it did bad, especially if it did bad, it don't matter what the fuck you did to it. Like it doesn't matter. No, it's not the same anymore. The attention span of a gamer did just on to the next one. That's just how that works. Like personally for me with Destiny, like when we first got it, it was really shit, and I still think it's a garbage game regardless of what everybody says. But then they updated the shit out of it with DLC and all that stuff, and now it's like super great.
But you still got that bad taste in your mouth.
But you know what? But I was over it when I first played it. I did not want to go back to it. Same thing with No Man's Sky. That shit burned the fuck out of me.
That shit hurt my feelings. But I am buying it on Xbox when it
Don't
comes
do
out.
that to yourself.
I already decided.
Yeah,
I have a shirt.
But like the update, okay. Then like the update, the update came out, and I have no reason to go back to it. I have no want to go back to it.
See, with me, there's two things that will always burn me, and I'll keep going back and get burned some more because I love this so much. Space games, exploration,
Diablo 3.
giant monsters.
Oh,
Yep. Those two genres will continue to hurt me, just because giant monsters ain't have a good game in a long time. Fucking the last one I believe that came out was Godzilla on PlayStation 4, and that shit was disgusting.
that shit was
That shit
terrible.
was an abomination. I hated it so fucking much. You know, the last space game that I really was looking forward to was No Man's Sky. I have yet to play Elite Dangerous, but it's on my list of games to play. But just the the accessibility of planets, going to planet to planet, that shit will always get me, and I'll get burnt by it every single time like a jackass. War of the Monsters, hands down the best. You know it was coming. War of the Monsters, hands down the best giant monster game ever made. Fuck a Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. Fuck the Godzilla on the SNES. I don't give a damn. War of the Monsters, the best one. I need the second one. I'll take an HD remake. I need it. I want it.
I would like an HD
remake. You know what? I don't even want an HD remake. I want a new one because I've played the first one so much. I bought it on every single console that came out.
I don't care. I'm like,
I'll take an HD remake.
I'll take an HD remake.
I'll take something just to show me that the franchise isn't dead.
You HD remake that shit? Maybe like update some of the sounds or something.
No, I'll keep the sounds. Sounds are amazing. That game was amazing. That game's perfect.
Yeah, but like you wouldn't want like updated Kongar screams. Not like a different scream, but it's like updated versions of those.
No, because it'll lose the touch. Because the whole point was 50, so it was supposed to sound the way that.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, I want a sequel. That's what I want. Because again, this is totally sidebar, but the franchise isn't dead because they keep bringing it back. They brought it on PlayStation 2. They brought it on PlayStation 3.
It's not even
on
what
PlayStation 4.
I
bought it. John, anytime I get the chance to talk about War of the Monsters, I will do it. I will do it.
Anyway, another question.
And I'm very happy it was on the first
No one
episode.
cares.
I care.
I don't care. Anyway, well, back to my fucking point.
Wait, you like my vest?
No, I don't give a fuck about your vest. I don't care about your vest. I don't care about your vest.
He's been writing me all day about this vest.
No, you keep wearing that damn vest today. Anyway.
No.
Anyway. Okay, so my original point of battle royales, there's a trend of free to play. Do you think, fuck your vest? Do you think that this might be some sort of trend that we'll see in the industry in general?
Well, free to play has been coming out for a while.
Yeah,
fucking Team Fortress 2 went free to play.
Yeah, but like, do you think that this idea of not necessarily free to play, but some sort of less than what is originally priced going to be a thing that we might see? Maybe more free to play games, or maybe because when Battlefront was coming out, the whole thing was like, oh, all the DLC's free, and then
it depends on the game. You won't see a triple
No, of course not.
Well, you won't see a main like a AAA title, because I wouldn't call Fortnite a AAA title. That was more so a
thing like side project.
Yeah, because because what blew up in Fortnite isn't even the fucking game that came out. It was the Battle Royale mode. Right. The AAA title of Fortnite was the Save the World part. That's which is what effectively they just built an engine and dropped whatever. But because you can even still buy that. That game isn't free to play. Yeah. So I don't think you'll see a free to play, at least for not a long time, AAA title. Like, you won't see Gears 6 be free to play. You won't see Halo. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing like that. But free to play is great for indie games and smaller studios because just the accessibility of it. Where people have gotten burnt so much where they're, this is the evolution from early access. Like, the thing that Minecraft, I believe, pioneered, because Minecraft, if I recall correctly, was the first game to actually do something like early access. You pay for that game at the beginning, and then you got all the updates. So this free to play is probably the next step in early access, just because the accessibility of it. People are a lot more likely to try a new product that they're not too sure about, and they'll accept bugs if they didn't put money into it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And if they really like it, they'll put money in for V-Bucks to get cosmetics in the game, or something like that. So I believe, free to play is definitely, it's been evolving. It's been around for a bit. Team Fortress went free to play like what, 5, 6, 7 years ago, if not more.
And it's still booming.
So that's the next evolution. So, and it's also the next evolution of microtransactions. Honestly,
that's what I wanted to say.
Because that's what those games are. But there's a lot of risk because not everybody's gonna put money into the games. But the people that do are gonna keep putting more money, aka Hector. And I'm not throwing shade. I'm not talking shit. But I'm saying there's gamers like Hector who want the cosmetics, and I've even almost did it myself. Yeah. For example, they like the Reptar skin in Fortnite. Oh, I wanted that shit, and I have enough V-Bucks. I almost put money in the game. You know what I'm saying? So there are people that's enough to get them. But for me, it's like,
I think there might be some sort of like a switch in the way either the way games are sold or like microtransactions are, because like we started seeing it with the what am I talking about? The packs, not the chest, like the battle chests, the war chests and stuff like that. Loot boxes. That's the one, right? That's the one. I don't know. I started noticing like that's what's starting to happen in games. Fucking Halo had it.
I hate that system.
Gears had it. I hate that system. Overwatch has it.
You want to know why I hate that system?
Loot boxes are a thing.
You want to know why I hate that system?
Why you hate it?
Because it's more lottery than anything. Like, if let's say I really, really, really want a specific gun, right? I want this gun. I'll work my ass off to get said gun. But if there's a loot box system in the game, I gotta keep fucking buying these boxes and hope that I get the one I want.
My gripe is that like that's the only way to get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the only way I gotta get a thing, is through that.
I will say Overwatch did that system pretty well, because in Overwatch there wasn't really anything I wanted, and if you did have the money, you can buy it.
It was strictly cosmetic. Yeah, which is what the thing is. But I think like that's what like the next evolution is, and I think like big companies might pay attention to it. Is it maybe not free to play, but like they're probably gonna do more things where it's like, hey, you don't have to pay this much, but you're probably gonna pay a lot more later on, because like that's just something that's been happening now. Like Overwatch is booming with like all these crazy ass skins, and you just buy them off a chance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that's loot box. You can buy the money and stuff like that. But I think like that might be the evolution, and I think free to play. This is just my thing. I don't think it's gonna be like free to play AAA games, but I think that might change people's minds. Maybe they drop the prices and do something like that, where cosmetics or something like that can be bought later?
I don't think so, because this conversation we had previous. Games right now are not supposed to cost $60. They cost way more to make. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to remember how they went from $40 to $50 to $60, and they stayed at 60 for generations. 60 is the highest we're willing to pay for a game, you know, unless like the super deluxe edition, people who waste their money on 2K.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I don't see them going, you know, here's a game that took us 3 years to make. I'm gonna sell it to you 30, hoping that you buy the fucking packs for it later so we can make that money. Not when people are like, yeah, I'll pay for 60 and I'll buy the goddamn boxes. Be wary that we're not gonna see a squeak up in price, fucking $70 game soon.
Oh yeah.
Next gen, we might get $70 games.
I can see that.
I see it because not every company can handle microtransactions and that type of shit. They don't know how to do it yet. There's no standard for it. People are just kind of winging it. Some of them pop off and blow up. Fortnite, you know, Smite had it for a bit going, and then others just fuck it up. Everything EA does, or Ubisoft can fuck it up too. But they have more problems.
Yeah,
but
like what the fuck, man?
So it's like, you know, Konami. That's like the company as a whole. Just add loot boxes on top.
Like that wasn't even like. It was like, oh, look at this game of microtransactions. Look at this company microtransactions. Look at this company. Konami's trash. Like that's
look at that garbage, and they got microtransactions. But I digress.
That's pretty much all I want to talk about. That's pretty much it. Like what I said to you right now about the microtransactions and stuff like that.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
We're done?
We're done if you want.
We're done.
We're done if you want.
Alright, John. This camera, that camera, that camera.
Oh boy.
Let the people know what you got going on.
I got oh boy, thank God. So spicy. We got this channel. I got the live stream channel every day, almost every day.
All right, I'll fucking allow it. I appreciate you guys stopping by to listen to this fucking podcast. If you like it, let us know down below. If you want them longer, let us know down below. If you want us to talk about anything, let us know down below.
That's right.
I caught myself. You saw me hit the brakes on that sentence because I was about to take off. I was going to talk really fast, but I slowed it down.
Proud of you.
Comment down below your opinions on it. What are your opinions on microtransactions, the Battle Royale genre? Should there be a War of the Monsters 2? Yes. You know, anything down below. Make sure to share this with your friends. We're trying to grow this channel. We're trying to do great things, and this is just the first thing.
That's right.
We have so much planned this summer. You have no idea what's coming.
So make sure to come here, stay tuned, hit that bell icon because these podcasts are coming out weekly.
Yeah, this is a weekly thing.
This podcast will be a weekly thing.
Wednesdays. The timing of it, we'll just do this until we figure out a system that works.
Also, a stable place to do it.
Yeah, for the most part. This for now is where it's gonna be.
Also, yeah.
So the community show might be making a return. Wait on that. We're working on the song. Wait on that. I think that's what we're allowed to tell you right now. The people upstairs don't want us to share too much.
Yeah, big bosses are like
big bosses.
We're under contract. They're like,
we sold out.
We're already I think this channel only has like 10 subs. 14? Like, I think it's 18 or something like that. We sold out. We sold out. Yeah. But
we're just joking. We're the people upstairs.
I'm upstairs. Yeah. But that is the podcast for today. Stay tuned on the other channel because we're gonna live stream. Right? No?
Depends when this goes out.
Depends when this goes out. We might live stream, so maybe
we're gonna do that thing where we steal our own fucking views again.
We got a fucking. We'll talk about this after the fact.
Yep. But anyway, guys.
No, that's it.
Subscribe and like the smash.
Man, it's been a while since we did offline content. This
feels weird. We normally just cut it. We're just like like that. I don't know we just do that. Oh, this is edited, right?